Hello, this is Jen Cotton, pronouns she, her, and I'm coming to you with just a couple of thoughts from today. Um, as a cult survivor, if you have been in the cult long enough or been raised in a cult, then you're going to have a lot of loved ones involved. People who are very close to you, who care about you, and who you care very deeply about in the cult. And the cult becomes such a deep part of your identity that it can be very hurtful when someone leaves. In fact, the group tends to groom people to take actions like this very seriously and very personally. That's one of the prime definitions of cults, is that, it redefines your personality. Stephen Hassan, the cult expert, talks about how there's a false personality installed by the cult that kind of takes over your being. It feels like it's you, feels like you're thinking for yourself, but you become kind of a vessel for the cult ideology that you identify so strongly with, that when it's criticized, you feel personally attacked. So I'm feeling pretty down today. A lot of my loved ones are still involved with the cult that I grew up in and that I left. Uh, and as I've begun posting things about cult literacy on Facebook and talking about some of the hurt that I experienced, it's caused some hurt in people that I care about. I was talking to uh, someone I love very much today who's very upset at some of the things I was posting, and I haven't been trying to attack them personally, but they felt very personally attacked. And tell you what, it makes me, very sad to hear about their hurt. And I tend to take conflict in my personal relationships very hard, you know, and so it was, painful to hear about that hurt. And I want to do the best I can to help her feel better, but part of it unfortunately can't be avoided because of the way that cults are set up. Your family is kind of held hostage, and it's going to break their hearts when you leave, and break their hearts potentially even more if you start speaking out about your experience. It's a self-sealing system that punishes you for divergence while you're in it, and hurts you for a long time after you've left. It, you can leave, but it won't leave you alone. They kind of invert that sometimes, saying, why you left the cult, why can't you leave it alone? As if you're doing harm by speaking out against it. They say, why are you trying to tear down people's faith when it's you were abused and you're trying to save other people from abuse. But that's not what it looks like from the inside. That's part of the whole deal, is uh, you're taught that the abuse and control is what love looks like. So today I'm not really offering any answers, but just, if you have that kind of struggle, you're not alone. There's other cult survivors that understand how you feel, and are willing to listen. I'm willing to listen if you want to comment either here or on the Facebook page. And I know there's a number of other cult survivor Facebook pages, people who are willing to listen. It's also really good to talk to other people that you know who have left your particular group and are more directly familiar with the situation. Even if you can only commiserate, that makes a difference. You know, having that community, somebody that understands your hurt, because it's a very rare cult member who will be mature enough to listen to your hurt and acknowledge it. Because for a lot of them, it's, you know, acknowledging it feels like insulting their own identity. So, and some do, you know, there's some very mature people in my life that, you know, especially my spouse is just incredibly empathetic and kind, even though our views on some things are diametrically opposed. You know, she's taught me so much about kindness in the face of huge ideological differences. I'm learning so much from her that way. So, until next time, be kind, be free, sending love to you and yours.